Good morning, wrestling fans. Happy Saturday. It's officially the weekend. Hope you all have a good start to your Saturday morning. On today's video, I want to talk about the WWE and where it's at. All I can say is about the WWE is that they're booming and hot right now. Ever since WWE was bought by Endeavor and merged with UFC, they've been on fire. As you know, WWE was bought by Endeavor in April of 2023. Since then, changes have been made and WWE has been booming. Another thing has happened. The Rock made his return back in January. This is a Monday Night Raw. Happy to see him make a return to WWE because he's one of my favorite WWE wrestlers. He's also was named a member of the TKO board, which in my view, I think it's a good move because he loves this business. He loves pro wrestling. His family is basically in the pro wrestling business, such as his father, Rocky Johnson, his grandfather, Haichi Rocky Maivia, his cousin, as you know, as Roman Reigns. He's in the wrestling business. So I think having him on the TKO board is a good move by TKO. So that's my opinion on that. WrestleMania this season, especially the road to WrestleMania, was very exciting and entertaining. You had the Royal Rumble 2024 take place at the Tropicana Field in Tampa Bay, Florida. It was a very exciting event. I enjoyed watching it. You had Bayley, who won the women's Rumble match, and you had Cody Rhodes winning the men's Rumble match for a second straight year. I think the build up to his championship match at WrestleMania was set up beautifully, especially the way they built it up, where it was supposed to be The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, but then with the fans reacting to that news and not happy about it, especially on social media and stuff, WWE changed it where Cody Rhodes will get a shot at the undisputed WWE Championship against Roman Reigns. So I like the build up to it. Also, Elimination Chamber match in Perth, Australia was a very successful event in Perth, Australia. It was very exciting event, and it's also a special event because it was Rhea Ripley's home country, and she was able to perform in front of her home country of fans and her family. In fact, I think she was actually in the main event at Elimination Chamber POE. I think she faced Piper Niven. Also, both chamber matches, both the women's chamber match and the men's chamber match was also exciting. So all in all, it was a very exciting event. It was sold out. WWE made a ton of money from elimination chamber match in Perth, Australia. Now on to WrestleMania. As you know, it was a 2-night event in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All I can say is that this was one exciting and awesome event, 2-night event. Now, if I had to say, I would rank this WrestleMania one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time, and I would put it definitely in the top 10 greatest WrestleManias of all time. The main event on Night 1 WrestleMania, which was the tag team match between Roman Reigns, The Rock, versus Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes, was a very exciting match. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then the main event on Night 2 of WrestleMania, which was Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Championship. And this was a very exciting match. Both competitors, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, put on one hell of a performance. I like towards the end of the match where you had the bloodline interference in the match. Then you had John Cena coming out and helping Cody Rhodes out to chase away the bloodline. And then, of course, you have The Rock coming out shortly after John Cena comes out. And the best part of this match is when The Undertaker appeared in the ring, standing right behind The Rock. The Rock turns around and The Undertaker choke slams him, giving Cody Rhodes to make the pin over Roman Reigns to become the new undisputed championship match. I was very happy that Cody Rhodes won the match and that he finally became a champion. As you know, Cody Rhodes made his return back to WWE at WrestleMania 38, which was I think it was in Dallas, Texas. And I'm happy that he was finally win the WWE Championship because he deserves it, and I'm glad he finished the story. As for Roman Reigns, I mean, I know a lot of people don't like, and there are people who don't like Roman Reigns, especially through his heel run the last 4 years. But the last 4 years as Raws champion have been unbelievable. I give this man credit. He was champion since for 4 straight years. And he became champion. I think, if I'm right, it was at the payback pay-per-view events back in the very end of August of 2020, and at that time it was during the Thunderdome era, and I think it might have been, I'm not sure where it was at the time, but I know it was during the Thunderdome era. So as much as there are people out there who didn't like Roman Reigns, especially through his heel run, you gotta give the man credit. He was one hell of a champion for 4 straight years. So that's my thoughts on that. the WrestleMania weekend itself was very exciting. SmackDown, which was the night before WrestleMania Night 1, was very exciting. I enjoyed it. The WWE Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which followed SmackDown, was very enjoyable, entertaining to watch. I'm happy that Paul Heyman finally was finally inducted into the Hall of Fame. He definitely deserves it, especially, he's one who started ECW. He gave one hell of a speech during the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, so I'm glad he came in. Then NXT Stand Deliver, which was, I think it was Saturday afternoon. That was an exciting event. I enjoyed that event. And then, of course, you had Night 1, Night 2 of WrestleMania. That was very exciting. All the matches during WrestleMania were basically exciting. I enjoyed it. And, of course, the Raw after WrestleMania was exciting as always, because the Raw after WrestleMania was it's always exciting because it's unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen that night. So, all in all, WrestleMania weekend was very exciting, and WWE made a ton of money that weekend. Not a surprise. So, now on to the new TV deals. I want to first start off the Netflix deal, which is a 10-year, $5 billion deal, which will bring Raw over to Netflix in January. I believe that the debut of that will be January 6th. And I assure you that first Raw on Netflix is going to be loaded, definitely loaded. Now, this Raw will not only be broadcast in the United States, but outside the United States, in other countries. Because as you know, Netflix is a global streaming service that they're available all over the world. So this deal is going to benefit WWE tremendously, and I think it's a smart move by WWE. Because as you know, everything now is heading towards streaming, and a lot of people these days are cutting the cord and rather go over to streaming. So I think the smart move by WWE. By January, 80% of the globe will be able to watch WWE content. And what I mean by that is that people in the United States will not only watch Raw, but we're able to watch NXT, SmackDown, and other WWE content. Now, as far as people in the United States goes, people will be able to still watch WWE content on Peacock, because WWE's deal with Peacock runs through 2026. Now, I'm sure once that deal is up, WWE will move their content from Peacock to Netflix, which means people in the United States will watch all of WWE content on Netflix. Next is the SmackDown to USA Network. Now, last Friday was the premiere of SmackDown on USA Network. I think having SmackDown move to USA Network, it was a smart move, and it was a wise move by WWE, because I think, from what I understand, Fox is not too happy with WWE. Plus, WWE wanted too much money. WWE was asking a lot more money from Fox to have SmackDown air on Fox. And Fox, I guess WWE told WWE that 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 that's too much money. So WWE decided to shop around, and so they reached a deal with NBC Universal by bringing SmackDown to USA Network. So I think it's a good move, smart move, and the premiere of SmackDown last Friday was very exciting, especially when Roman Reigns made his return to SmackDown. So on to the NXT moving to the CW network. Now this is another smart move by WWE. I think the reason why it's a smart move by WWE is the CW network is a major network, and just about everyone gets the CW network because it's part of the basic cable package. So by NXT moving to CW network, it's gonna get more people to watch that brand. So I think it's a smart move by WWE, a wise move, and that debut of NXT on Netflix will be October 1st. Now, the first 2 episodes on the CW network will be on the road. This first episode is going to be in Chicago, and the second episode is going to be, I think, in St. Louis. After that, I'm not sure if WWE is going to continue to do their shows on the road, or will actually go back to the Performance Center for NXT. So it's going to be interesting what's going to happen after the first 2 weeks. Now, another thing, Raw will be going back to 2 hours starting October 7th, and will be 2 hours for at least the rest of 2024. The final Raw on USA Network will be December 30th. Now, here's my reasoning of why it's going back to 2 hours. WWE had to find a home for Raw from October right through until the Netflix deal when Raw moves to Netflix. So they probably asked USA Network if Raw can stay on USA Network for the rest of 2024 when Raw moves to Netflix. And my thinking is USA Network probably told the WWE, you can have Raw on USA Network, but only going to pay you for 2 hours of airtime. So that's probably why it's going back to 2 hours starting October 7th. Now, my question is, once Raw moves to Netflix, will it remain 2 hours? Will it go back 3 hours? Will it run until into a different time length each Monday. Like say 1 week will be 2 hours, 1 week will be 2 hours and 15 minutes, 1 hour, one week will be 2 hours 30 minutes. Those are questions that has to be answered. So it's gonna be interesting of what's gonna happen once it moves to Netflix. So that's it. Now on to the late spring / summer POEs, which are Backlash in France, King and Queen of the Ring in Saudi Arabia, Clash of the Castle in Scotland, Money in the Bank in Toronto, Canada, SummerSlam in Cleveland, Ohio, and Basketball in Germany. Now, all 6 of these events are very successful, very exciting. I enjoy watching them. WWE made a ton of money on them, especially the ones overseas. So WWE had a successful summer with their POEs. Now, upcoming, as far as POEs goes, you have Bad Blood October 5th in Atlanta. That's be a very exciting event. I'm looking forward to it, especially the Hell in a Cell match between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. You have Crown Jewel, which will be November 7th in Saudi Arabia. And then you have Survivor Series War Games on November 30th in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. That's another exciting event, especially the War Games. So that's. Now, another thing. This week, WWE announced that they will be bringing back Saturday night's main events. Now, I always enjoyed watching this back in the 80s because I was a big wrestling fan during the 80s. So, and it will be taking place on December 14th at Long Island's National Coliseum, and it will air on NBC, and it will be simulcast on their streaming service Peacock. So I'm glad that WWE is bringing that back. Now, what's ahead in 2025? You have the Royal Rumble 2025 POE, which will be on February 1st. It's taking place in Indiana. And as you know, the Royal Rumble is always an exciting event. It's one of my favorite events of the year. It's the start of WrestleMania season. So it should be an exciting event. And then you have WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas. It'll be a 2-night event. It's going to be April 19th and 20th. Now here's the thing. I just checked my calendar, but April of 2025, that's Easter weekend. I'm very surprised that WWE scheduled WrestleMania during Easter weekend. So I'm very surprised. Now, it's taking place at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Now, also, we'll love to see if WWE can schedule their SmackDown, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and Raw After Mania at the Sphere, because I heard that's a beautiful place. I haven't been there, but I heard it's a beautiful place. That would be so awesome if WWE can have their SmackDown event, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and Raw After Mania during WrestleMania next April. So we'll see what happens. And that's about it. That's my state of the WWE right now. I'm looking forward to where WWE is heading. I think they have a bright future ahead of them. As much as I miss Vince as the owner, and I give him a lot of credit because he turned WWE into a global empire when he took over from his father. But I think with Endeavor owning WWE as now TKO, I think WWE is going to be even better, and I think TKO is going to bring WWE to new heights. So they definitely have a bright future ahead of themselves. So that's my take on the WWE for right now. If I have any new news regarding WWE, I'll post a video about it here on my YouTube channel. Hope you have a great Saturday, and I'll talk to you all soon.